Hello, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kenny, also known as Nurse Designer, and here I have a special guest. She has agreed to honor to grace my channel. Yep, that's it. Can you please introduce yourself to my subscribers?
Hello, Kenny. Hello. It's so nice to be on your channel. It's so nice to be here. Hello, everyone. My name is Rashida, and it's such an honor to be on Kenny's channel today. I know it took like forever to come on to do this video, but the most important thing is we are finally here and we are doing it. Thank you so much for having me on your channel, Kenny.
Oh, thank you, Rashida. I'm so grateful. And the purpose of this video is for you to enlighten us about how you were able to move from Nigeria to the UK to study nursing. When I first came across your YouTube channel, I was like, wow, yeah, this is really lovely. People come to the UK to study other courses and the likes, but I haven't really seen someone that came to study nursing. And I'm like, no, I need to reach out to you to just please enlighten us. How did you do it? But before I start, what made you decide to come to the UK to study nursing? Like nursing.
Okay. So first of all, I'll give like a bit of background so just people can relate to what I'm going to say. So my background is basically so I have a ND in computer science and I have BSc in information and communication science. So everything I've been doing has always been either IT or a bit of management, sort of. So it's always been IT or management. And that was it, and that's it about my educational background. But at some point I was doing like, the Canada express entry kind of thing. I've already done my evaluation. I've done my West evaluation. I've written the general IELTS. I was already in that process. Then COVID came, and that was how they put a hold to all those things. So I was like, okay, what next? So my aunt is here in the UK and my cousin. So we're just having a chat one day, and they were like, and you can just come to the UK and do nursing. That was the first time I was like, nursing. That sounds interesting. And that was how I started making my research. I actually wanted to come for the BSc before, but when I now found out that I can actually do a master's in nursing even without a prior healthcare background, I was like, this is nice, and you can actually do it for 2 years. I was like, oh, why not? And I made my research. I found out that a lot of schools were offering this program, and that was how I started the process. I came in January 2022 to the UK to study. And yeah, that was how the whole process started. And I chose nursing specifically because I've always wanted to do something within the healthcare line, back from secondary school days and all that. I would say I want to study medicine and all that. But in Nigeria, there's a way jam will jam you. And you just be like, oh, I need to reroute. Like, I need to think about something else before time goes. And that was how I found myself in IT. And even till now, I still love IT so much. I love it so much. And I still do a lot of courses here and there in IT. But nursing is it for me now. And I'm really enjoying it. It's so nice doing nursing. And being a nurse now, it's just nice. That's just it.
Oh, that's it. My professional colleague. That's
That's
it.
true.
It's
That's
really,
true.
really interesting. Like, it takes a
Mhm.
lot of courage for you to, like, oh, I want to move from a totally different field to another field entirely. It takes courage. And I
Yes.
must commend your confidence. Seriously.
Thank
I
you.
must.
Thank
But
you.
were people not telling you that, oh, nursing is difficult, it's tedious, don't do it? You didn't have any prior knowledge about nursing initially, blah blah blah.
Don't even let us go there today, because if we if we start digging into that today, we are not going to this video is not going to end.
Uh,
Like, from Nigeria, when you now share your idea with people that, oh, I want to go abroad to study nursing, they'll be like, are you sure you want to do this thing? Are you sure you can do it? Like, my Yoruba people will say, show liar, like, you need to You need to have a certain kind of skin or mind to go into nursing. But I won't say what they've said is far-fetched, but all I will say is it depends on you. For myself, I believe it's something I can do. So far as I believe it's something I can do, I believed it, I saw it materialized, and I achieved it. That's just it, basically. So it just depends on if I'll be advising anybody right now, I'll just be like, just if you believe you can do it, please go for it. And that's why I tell people that come to my DM, people that send me messages, that's why I tell them, they'll be like, oh, I'm not sure if it's something I can do. I'll say, my dear, you just have to make up your mind if it's something you really want to do. If it's something you really want to do, I'm telling you, nothing is going to stop you. You are going to do it and you are going to achieve it. So there was a lot of discouragement here and there, but all that did not matter. The most important thing is focusing on my goal and seeing what I want to do actually materialize. And yeah, that was it.
Wow. Like, if you don't mind, can you tell us the university where you studied nursing from, please?
Okay, so I came from Nigeria and I came to study masters in adult nursing in the UK. I went to Sheffield Hallam University. The program was for 2 years. I
I
started.
love this school. I so love that school.
Oh, really? Shout out to all Sheffield Hallam University students out
Oh.
there. Yeah, so the program was for 2 years. I started January 2022 and I finished December 2023. That's 2 years. So the program, everything, it was really nice. I had a nice time. And being the first time in the UK as well, there were a lot of new experiences, so to say. And I'll just go on and talk about what the program entails right now. So the program was for 2 years and it is like 50% theory, 50% practical. So while you are doing the theory is when you go to class, you go to class for normal lectures and for simulation labs, and theory is when you are on placement. So for the normal lectures, you might have lectures, let's say 2 to 3 times a week, and in a day you might have 1 or 2 classes. It just depends. So while in class, we had a very our cohort was not so big like that, but it was quite manageable. So yeah, it was quite manageable. So when we are doing normal lectures, it's just normal lectures. When you are doing simulation, it is simulation. And when you are on placement, you are on placement. They don't mix it together. When you're on placement, you won't say you are going to class. So we had our class session separate and placement session separate, and that was it. But so far, the program, it was okay. There were a lot of challenges, but so far everything we were able to manage everything together.
Wow, that's fantastic. Talking about the school, like,
Okay.
can you please tell us the price range of the school fee, please, and how much you're expected to pay before you're even giving cash?
Okay, so if I can remember very well, for the cars, honestly, I can't remember how much I paid before getting cars. Maybe £2,000, £1,000. I can't remember. And bear in mind that this is almost 2 years now. So things might have changed a little bit. Because I know for my school, after my cohort of January 2022, they didn't, there was no any other set apart from mine. So they didn't have January 2023 sets. I think they just started again. They didn't have January 2023 sets for some reason, I don't know, but they didn't have a next batch immediately after my cohort. So yeah, that didn't happen. So I can't remember how much I paid for before class, maybe £2,000 or £1,000, but I did pay some certain amount of money before class, and that money you pay before class, it will be added to your school fees or taken away from your school fees, however they choose to do it. So they will add it and take it away, if you get what I'm saying. So that's that. Then for school fees in general, talking about funding, as an international student coming to the UK to study whatever program, maybe nursing or non-nursing, I don't think you won't be entitled to anything. So I'm going to talk about nursing now. So for nursing students, you are not entitled to anything. You are not going to get money from anybody. The government is not going to fund you. Your school is not going to fund you for anything. So you need to have in mind that you need to fashion a way that you are going to pay your school fees. You need to have that in mind even before you leave Nigeria or any other country you are coming from. You need to have that in mind, how you are going to pay your school fees. I usually advise people, I know that fingers are not equal, but before you leave your country, try to pay, because this course is 2 years. You are going to pay for first year and you're going to pay for second year. So try to pay as much as you can for your first year before you come in. Because we all know that coming into the UK, it takes a bit of time to settle, because you need to get accommodation, you need to just find your way around and settle things, especially when you're coming with kids. And I know a lot of people that are coming for this masters in nursing program, they are coming with dependent family. Anyway, things have changed from this year, but I know previously a lot of people used to come with dependent. So it's very good to fashion a way that you're going to pay your school fees. During my time, I mean, things were still a bit better. I used Form A quite a lot of times. So Form A was really, really helpful for me. If, let's say, I splitted my school fees into 4 payments, I must have used Form A twice or thrice, which was very, very good. It was very good. I can't even deny that. Form A was good then, before everything went bad and everything. So since you are not using Form A, you must figure out a way that you are going to pay your school fees. You are not going to receive any money from school, neither are you going to receive any money from the government. And as they are not giving you any money, they are not going to tell you that, oh, come and pay for, apart from school fees, they will not say, come and pay for handouts, or come and pay for practical, or come and pay for anything. You're not going to pay for anything. You're just going to go to school, do your thing, and leave. So for school fees, when I came in, I paid for the first year, I had like £2,000 discount. So I paid 14,460 for the first year. But the second year, I paid £16,460 for the second year. So you need to add that together to say this is how much you've paid for 2 years.
That's
So,
about 30,000.
yeah, you can say that again. So
Wow.
that's how much I paid for the 2 years. So 14,460 for the first year and 16,000, about 460 for the second year as well. So that's why I always tell people, make sure you have a way that you are going to pay your school fees. Think about it. Try to figure it out how you are going to pay your school fees, because we all know that when you get here, you can't do more than 20 hours as a student. You can't do more than 20 hours, except during when you are not in term time, during holiday. And bear in mind that as a nursing student, during your holiday, especially that summer holiday, you are going to be using it for your placement. During that summer holiday, you'll be doing your placement. So you don't have a lot of holiday. You just have like 2 weeks holiday, 1 week holiday, 2 weeks holiday here and there. It's not like other students that can have like months of holiday. It's not like that. So that's that about funding. But for home students, let's say someone who is already here in the UK, is already settled, they have this NHS grant of £5,000 that they can get. In fact, yeah, they do get it every year, £5,000 for studying nursing every year. But because you are an international student, you are not going to get that money.
Yeah. Aside the grant, you even have student loan.
You have student loan, you have childcare benefits, you have maybe parking, things like that. But as an international student, you're not going to get anything. Nothing. I mean, nothing. You're not going to get anything. So home students, it's their country, so they have opportunity to get all those things. But as an international student, you are not going to get anything. You are just going to come to school, pay your school fees and study. But
Wow.
one good thing is there's a lot of resources for you to use. Like let's say in other countries that you still have to buy textbooks, buy this. Here you're not going to buy anything. The library is full of books, a lot of nursing books that you can use to your advantage. Even if you don't want to leave your house from your school app or whatever, you can request for books to be sent to your house. You don't need to go out. You request for the books, they'll bring it to your house. Anyway, depends on the school, but my school does that anyways. So you can request for the books, just go online, select the books you want. They will bring everything, they will deliver it to you. And when you want to return it back, all you need to do is to take it to the post office. The post
Yeah.
office will take it back for you. You don't have to pay for anything. So there are a lot of resources, a lot of resources. And yeah, that's it about funding. And